Fam, thank you for choosing to watch this episode of Mind the Mic podcast. Before we get into it, though, I need you to hit subscribe. And not just me, the whole Mind the Mic podcast family needs you to. Maddie, Uncle Pete, Stu, Leka, and of course myself, Shubz, and anybody else that's on board by the time you watch this video, we need you to hit subscribe. If it's your first time here, I understand if you're a bit reserved and you're like, I don't know, watch the video and after subscribe if you want to. But if you're here and you're watching all the time, subscribe. It's not that hard. All you got to do is, if you're watching on your TV, you're like, I can't subscribe, I don't have an account. You have a phone, don't you? I know you have a phone in your hand right now. Grab the phone, create a YouTube account. It takes a couple minutes, and then you can subscribe. And when you do that too, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time we put up a new episode. I asked this of you because we put in so much time. We've done hundreds of episodes. We plan on doing thousands more with as many amazing people as we can. But we need you to subscribe, fam. Big love to everybody that's been watching. Big love to everybody that's been supporting and anybody that's just arrived. I hope you enjoy the journey, enjoy the episode, and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubz. Here with a special guest that we finally got in the, not the building, but virtual building, because he's Shawn Tomlin, also known as HoriHumour. Tēnā koe, my bro. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Nah. Mickey is, brother. How's the family, I guess, as well?
Yeah, they're doing good as well. Bit sick at the moment, but that's all right. That's life.
Time of year, my cuz, time of year.
Yeah.
I guess for anybody that doesn't know who you are, which I don't think there would be too many in the Hori realm, they wouldn't know. Can you give us a little synopsis on yourself, my cousin?
Yep. Majority of you will know me as HoriHumour. I've been doing content about 2 years now. 2 years solid. I'm half Kuki, half Maori. Well, actually, I'm half Kuki, quarter Maori, and I'm quarter Australian. But I don't say that to many people. I'm 31. I got two beautiful boys, and just living life, man.
Nice, solid. Where did the half Kuki, quarter Maori, quarter Australian grow up? Or were you born and raised, brother?
I was born and raised in Porirua, Wellington, of New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
And 16 years old, I moved to Manurewa, South Auckland. And then when I was 24, I moved to Sydney. I'm now 31, wow. So I've been 7 years, yeah.
Solid, cuz what was life like? You have a lot of fond memories growing up in Porirua. Obviously, probably a lot of that would have shaped a lot of who you are and a lot of the humor.
I wouldn't say fond, but memory. You're right though. It definitely shaped me to be who I am today, and that's probably where the majority of the humor does come from. You know, growing up in that kind of neighborhood or that upbringing. You know, but you made the best of what it was, which I did, and I'm here today, so I'm happy to be alive. To be honest. You know what I mean?
Bro, solid. Just on Porirua before we get to all the other spots that you've ended up at in your journey. Bro, Porirua's produced a lot of talent. So, like, on the podcast, I think Porirua's got the most shout-outs from, like, people that have come from Porirua on there, and, like, rugby players, musicians, fucking heaps of things. Although,
really?
now the great HoriHumour. Yeah, I reckon, like, probably like, out of the 300 episodes they've done so far, probably like nearly 20 people have come from Porirua, but all places. And it's pretty. Shout out Porirua, man. Yeah, making it out, eh?
Shout out P-Town.
Yeah. Solid. What's the dynamic? Cause so half Kuki, how does the work? Mum, dad, what's the?
Yep. So okay, this is the full breakdown. So my grandparents on my father's side, my grandfather is full Cook Island, and my nana is half Cook Island, half Chinese.
Ooh, yeah.
And on my mum's side, my nan is full Maori, and my grandfather is full Australian.
Oh, like Australian, like convict things. Yeah, true. Can you get a bit of a passport like that from that way?
I don't know. I've applied for citizenship, so.
Oh yeah. Well, you've been here long enough now.
If I do get it, I'll see if I can sneak in an Aussie passport.
Sure, solid. Did you have much to do with any of those grandparents, brother, growing up?
Yep. So I pretty much grew up with all four of them, both sides. I'd say majority. I probably shared majority, like half and half. Growing up.
Me.
So I was great. I'm grateful for that, knowing my grandparents on both sides.
Yeah, definitely. How much of an influence do you think that whole dynamic, because of you coming from all directions, has like sort of shaped the ideas that you have, even with your content? And that, do you think that's a lot of it too? Just the dynamics of the grandparents, outside of just being in Porirua in general?
Yeah, I believe so, because I think majority of the ideas of my content come from those times, and then maybe a little bit from my parents' era as well, but definitely shaped the dynamic, because being my grandfather's Australian and my other grandfather's Cook Island, they come from two different worlds. So
Definitely.
Really.
Yeah, solid. When you say he's Australian, like, was he all like, "Hey, go on, mate, Australian"? Was he that kind of?
He was a hard man. He taught me a lot of things as well, and then everything that he probably didn't teach me in terms of coming from an Islander family. My grandfather my papa taught me that.
Solid. So have you, and do you speak like the reo at all? Any of the reos?
Very minimal, very basic. Even though I did grow up with both sides, I grew up where they weren't speaking it to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't really pushed upon myself or my siblings or my cousins and that. Not saying that I can't learn, but it's just something that it wasn't really. I didn't find interest in it because it wasn't brought to me in the beginning. That makes sense. Yeah.
It wasn't part of your life, like it wasn't, part of. And I guess especially even on your mum's side, your grandmother, she would have probably come up in the era where get a dong for talking it to a lot of them didn't really pass it on.
They speak it fluently. Like I had when I was around, they talk it, but yeah, something I never really picked up on. It's something it's something I wish I did early, but it's not too late.
Yeah, hell no. Only 31 cuts, only 31. Early days, baby. I think Tui Teka said life begins at 40 cuts. So
That's it.
Yeah, solid, brother. So P-Town, did you grow up with anybody that you knew, like sort of maybe went on to higher honors as in like rugby or maybe music or anything?
In the mix, like I played rugby, played league with TJ Pednara.
Solid.
League up together. Man, it's hard to think back now. Not really. I can't even remember.
Solid. What about the spots out? Was there a spot that you remember as a kid for like that was the place to get the pies from? Because we was the place to get the pies from.
Big shout out to Manurewa Bakery in Porirua. Everyone knows.
Yeah, that's the spot, eh?
In Porirua, I'd have to say personally, my favorite pie place will be Manurewa Bakery. In Auckland, I'd have to say Dawson Road. Dawson Road, Wynn's Diner in Otara. Best steak and cheese pie I ever had from South Auckland.
In the whole life. Is that the number one pie?
South Auckland, I'd say that's the best place I ever had a steak and cheese pie. In Auckland, my time being there, and in Porirua, it's always got to be Manurewa Bakery.
So those two are the upper echelon for you when it comes to the bakeries.
As soon as I go back home in those places, I'm going straight there.
Yeah. Do you have any spots? Is there anyone? Have you ever seen a pie in Aussie that you think it comes close? Or
I have. There's a place called Kaidrop in St. Mary's in Western Sydney here, and they're New Zealand. They're New Zealand owned.
Yeah.
There is one that is Asian owned. They're not far from me as well, and I think they got some good pies too. So they're the only two places that I'll get pies from.
Yeah. When you get a pie, cuz if you got enough dollars, so you get yourself a pie. What are you washing it down with, cuz?
Oh, what am I washing it down with? It's either gonna be number one, a Pepsi Max.
Ooh.
Number two, a vanilla Coke. Or number three, no sugar Monster energy drink.
Ooh, solid. There you go, fam. That's the combos. What about? Hey, so you moved to Manurewa. You said Manurewa in was it? At 16. Why did you move? Cause was it like did you move for football? Did you have whānau there, or did your whole whānau move?
Yeah, so I think it was my mum's. It may have been my mum and my auntie's decision to move there, maybe for a better opportunity, bigger city, maybe more jobs, more opportunities up in Auckland. So we all done that. We jumped ship. We moved up there. So my mum's older sister already lived in Auckland. Okay. So we all just moved together, and then sort of try to figure it out from there.
Oof.
I ended up doing. So I was 16 at the time. I ended up jumping straight into a course.
Yeah.
It was called Sen's Warriors Academy at the time. So we were based in Mount Smart Stadium.
Oh, true.
Up the Wai. So we were based under there, and I was there for a couple of years. So I got my level 2 and 3 personal training, sports and exercise, sports and science or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I went on to, I'd have been about 18, 19 at the time, and then I went to there was a WINS, WINS like working income.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I did a course through them, and it's called LSV, and it was more or less like a defense force, like Army, Navy, Air Force, kind of a boot camp. Yeah, because it was for 6 weeks. So I went and done that, and out of that, I got an opportunity with another personal training course called VSA, and which is level 4 and 5 PT. So when I finished the 6 weeks, I jumped straight into that, and I ended up doing that course. So I have a little background in that field as well.
Is that when all the because a lot of people, I know recently you've showed a lot of the powerlifting and stuff, but before, I remember when I first connected with you on TikTok like a couple of years back, you didn't really you were talking all about this whole powerlifting, and I didn't even know these people, brother. So I was like, oh, this fella's into it. And then obviously you've got a bit of a gun in that space. Is that where you started that, lifting heavy and that, cuz, or was it just out the womb, cuz?
Yeah, so I started lifting weights I wouldn't say properly, but I started hitting weights when I was 24. So when I first moved to Sydney, I started properly lifting weights.
True.
Yeah. So all my sporting and stuff before that was pure rugby and rugby league. We never really touched the weights in the gym, but more field stuff, running and all that. So from 16 to 24, I was probably doing all of that. Moved to Sydney, and it wasn't until I stopped playing sports and just doing gym by itself, I started hitting weights. So 4 years I've probably been lifting now. Oh, sorry, 6 years. About 6 years I've been lifting.
Yeah, solid. Yeah. Oh, true. I thought the man was just out the womb lifting heavy.
No. But if we're talking powerlifting, so it's probably been about 3 years.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because you see, that's what I mean. I remember you telling me like Larry Wells, all these followers. These followers, I don't know that stuff. But not that I was against it. I just didn't know. You know what I mean? And because I remember seeing, you and old Mate Iwarangi, you and Beast would, have a few battles and yarn about all that stuff. And I'll sit in the comments and be like, oh, interesting. I don't even know who these followers are they're talking about, but obviously. What's sort of your? Can you talk about some of your PBs in that world, brother? Got any?
So I've done one comp. So I've done 3 competitions. Yeah. Two of them, they weren't like sanctioned. They weren't officiated, or they were just like random ones that gyms put on, and everyone can come down and have a jam. But I've done one sanctioned comp, which is official. It's actually in Google. My name's on Google, and it tells you.
Further Google.
Yeah, and so I've done that. In that comp, I hit a 310 kilo squat. I hit a 145 bench press, and then I hit a 300 kilo deadlift.
But all like how far apart are these in the same?
In the one day, so probably
all boom.
Yeah, so you get 3 attempts at a squat. And your heaviest squat will go to your total. Then you have a 3 attempts at bench press, and the heaviest one will go add to your total as well. And then you have 3 attempts at deadlift, and your heaviest one will go to your total. And whatever the heaviest altogether becomes your total. So I ended up totaling 755 kilograms, which was actually first place in my weight class.
Yeah, let's go. And only 3 years in, but only 3 years in.
Oh, at that time, I was only 7 months in.
Oh, 7 months. Oh shit. Sorry.
Probably-
Oh, so you were smacked it. You probably smacked those back now, eh? Those numbers, eh?
No. When you have kids now, you kind of
Ah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, kids, brother, yeah, I feel ya. Hey, changes. There's, I mean, biggest blessings, but also, cause you know, yeah, people think they're tired before they have kids or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
They live it up. If you don't have kids, live it up now. Because what you do, hey, all I'm saying.
that's it, but hey, but fucking, but the maddest feeling, bro. You know what? Cause I don't know if you felt this, but I honestly, cause grew up and I never had fear, cause like I didn't fear anybody. Like even people say, oh, I feared my dad, but I didn't fear nobody, cause my old man wasn't around, cause I was a little scallywag left to do his own shit. You know what I mean? So, bro, when I had my son and shit, bro, that's the first time I felt fear. Like, look at this fella, like, you know what I mean? Like, your life was in my hands, sort of a thing, or
Yeah.
bit of
I
a
feel
bit
that
of a
too.
buzzy. Yeah,
Kinda
but
like- Every time they get hurt, because my oldest boy had a bit of an accident about 5 months ago.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was quite a big one, and that's I felt very fearful then. At that moment, it's kind of you feel like, wow, like what was I doing? Why couldn't I stop that? Kind of thing.
Ooh,
Yeah, those kind of, but you live and you learn, I guess. Another lesson. Yeah.
Hard. I think too, cause like looking back, you're like, fuck, we used to get away with everything, like fuck. You look, hey, but inside I'm like, fuck, I don't want my kids to do any of that stuff, but at the same time, fucking, I made it. So, I don't know, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely a lot of fear. Yeah, hard, Mike. Cause how many do you have? You don't have to say if you do.
I got two boys.
Oh yeah, solid. Me, 2 boys, brother. Are you gonna try for the court, you know, or just?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know now because I kind of took a So both my boys were cesareans.
Oh
Yeah, kind of took a toll on my partner's body. So hey, it's all in my opinion. I think if she says no, she says that's it. You know, I don't.
That's her body, cuz there. That's her body, brother. Hey, we like that. You know, it's pretty easy for us. We just put it in and haramai, you know, haramai, and then that's it, cuz you can, you know, it could just be a 5-second wonder, and then there's a baby, cuz. But for the aunties, the easy job, cousin. Holy wreck, we got the easy job. Gee, I'll be sitting there like far out, man. Like power to you, like. You know, shout out to E for eating off the apple, cuz. No.
Sorry, because one moment.
Yeah, get the bike. Do you think about that? Yeah, we're back on. Yeah, no. Say first, but how did you and Mumsy meet? Can we know that story, or
Yeah, of course.
you don't wanna?
Okay, so I mentioned earlier I went to this like defense force course for 6 weeks. So I was in a platoon in that course, and just so happened that my partner now, her best friend, was in my platoon. And when we finished this course, one of the boys in our platoon put on a party. So we all met up at this party, and my missus' best mate turned up and brought my missus along. And so that was the first night I met her. And then this is okay. She would hate me for saying this, but she ended up taking her jacket off, and I didn't know it was hers, and it was a Kathmandu puffer jacket. And I ended up grabbing it. I was a bit fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Then I was a bit pissed, and then I grabbed it and put it on, and I was walking around with this Kathmandu jacket. And out of nowhere, I just hear this voice going, "Hey, that's my jacket." And then that was the first time we met. So I think it was love at first jacket.
Yeah, love at first jacket, my cousin. Sounds like it, yeah. The old Kathmandus, eh? Yeah.
So I was actually meant to deploy for the Navy.
So you were on ways, cuz.
I was ready to go, and then I met her, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Not saying she's why I didn't go. I'm just
no, but yeah.
You know,
It is, you know, like you said, brother. I love it first jacket, cuz, you know, navy jacket, puffer jacket.
Yeah.
You know? What about Mumsy's flavor, brother? She Maori. She was
Yeah, so she has majority Maori and then a bit of Pākehā there.
Solid. Strengthening those lines, Marcus. Watch out, brother. But and what kind of mahi were you doing? Obviously, you did those courses, and were you just PTing, or what kind of mahi were you doing before you moved over to Oz?
I wanted to do PT when I was younger. Anything sport related, I'm always keen to do. Yeah. And then I went to these courses. I come out, and I was doing a whole lot of jobs, like jumping through agencies. So pretty much, you could say, like doing like bum stuff, going to different agencies, doing all these other jobs. I probably had 7 jobs at that time, just bouncing one to another, because you know what agencies are like, especially in New Zealand as well. And then I think I found what was the
most enjoyable out of all those. What was your most enjoyable out of those 7 jobs? Or maybe it's this one you'd like to tell us about.
My most enjoyable was in a warehouse, right? So just personally, we were picking orders for supermarkets, and I really enjoyed it because it was challenging. But probably scaffolding was probably the best. Scaffolding, yeah, because I was scaffolding for 3 years before I moved to Australia, and then I jumped straight into a scaffolding job. From NZ to here, I jumped straight into a job for about a month, and then I moved to a warehouse job, and I've been at my warehouse job ever since.
So, what made you move here though? To Oz? When I say here, I'm on the fucking west side of Oz, so that ain't here, but you know what I mean. Same land.
My partner, she has one of her mates was living here as well, so she had just recently moved here, her friend, and kind of talked my missus into it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe me, like I'm always comfortable where I am, wherever I am. I'm like, if I'm settled, I'm comfy. So it took a bit of convincing for me to move countries. But in the end, we made the move, and I think it was probably the best move. The best decision that I could have made is just personally moving to Australia. Yeah.
Did you already have tamariki by then, brother? You already have kids?
No, we had my oldest boy's 3 years old, and we had him here.
Oh, safe.
During COVID. We had him during COVID.
Ooh, the COVID, baby. Yeah. Cuffing season, baby. But that was a crazy time, COVID. Like, just the hysteria. And obviously, you worked at a distribution center, didn't you? So,
yeah, so I never had a day off. I never had time off. Nothing.
What do you mean, like 0 days off? Were you just every day?
There was no shutdown, nothing for that whole time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Distribution, because the cousins were still allowed to be open, All them big conglomerates, them big supermarkets. Yeah. Still had to get that stuff out there.
And then we got so I was just touching on that. Like my son's 3, we had him at COVID. My youngest is 1, so he just turned 1. And we went back to New Zealand to have him.
Oi.
Yeah, so I got one black here and one born back
like
there.
Like last year, sort of thing.
Yeah. March last year.
Oh, true. So what? Like, how? What do you mean you went back? Like, how long are you back there for?
No, so my missus went back probably a month and a half before I did.
Yeah.
And then, so I flew back in February, end of February, because he was due. I flew back end of February. He was due. Sorry, I flew back mid-March because the night that I landed, it was the 22nd of March. The 20th of March. I landed on that day, the 20th of March. As soon as I got home, so they picked me up. We got home. Her water broke.
Oh.
So I pretty much got off.
I pretty much got off. Reasoning, brother?
I think because it was hard because it was only me and her here.
Oh, okay. They're support takers. That support system.
So, yes, then she went back just for a bit of help with just to find a bit of help from her parents and stuff, and her sister. And so I flew back on March the 20th, and as soon as I got there, unpacked my stuff in the room, boom! All I heard was the snap, and it was water.
Yeah, your boy knew ya. Daddy's home, That's the thing. Daddy's home. Hey, okay. Let me have a nap first there.
Haven't even had a pie.
Gotta have a pie first. True. And how was those? How was that labor? Was it a hard one or was it a long one?
I think that one was easier than the first one. because we already knew what was required from the first cesarean. So
Oh yeah, that's
time
what
was
cesareans too.
easier around. Yeah.
Yes. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's cool.
don't know. Those cesarean ones I haven't experienced it. All three of mine,
Yeah.
come out the same restaurant, cause yeah, yeah, let's see. But yeah,
my
yeah.
my oldest is he was 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks early, and then my second was a week early, or vice versa.
Ah,
So
but still full term makers, still full
yeah.
term. Yeah. Nah, I mean, healthy boys, healthy boys. What do you reckon? Got a couple league stars there, maybe, or some
I reckon
content creators.
I reckon I got an All Black and a Wallaby over here. Eh?
Oh, all black and all of it. Well, one's born in
Okay.
Aussie, one's.
I might go and see if my missus wants to have one in Queensland, so I can have a maroon.
I'm a maroon. Yeah, hey, what are your thoughts on game 3? Do you think? What do you reckon?
On game 2,
No, game 3 coming up.
Game
What do you
3?
reckon?
I reckon we're gonna win. That's what.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah.
I reckon we'll come out and smash him.
Smash him. There you go, fam. What are your thoughts on fucking Jamin Salmon getting 2 to 3 weeks suspension and us not getting a penalty in that last minute?
Oh, bro. Hey, that was a penalty. We should have taken. They should have given us that shot. I'm telling you. Man,
did you see though the bro got suspended, or he got he's up at the judiciary?
I feel like
Oh.
I feel like it only happens to the Warriors.
I feel like it too, Marcus, and I watch all the games, but I feel like it too, cuz straight up.
Man.
Even Montoya's thing, they took it back 2 free tackles and give us a fucking on report and a penalty.
Blows my mind.
Ooh.
NRL, if you're watching NRL, you need to sort your shit.
Straight. Oh yeah, and even like, because I've had a few Warriors on here now on the podcast a few times, bro, and they all like say it too, cuz they all like, bro, they've been fucking dirty since way back, my bro. You know.
I think I've been a Warriors fan for about 21 years, and nothing's changed.
Yeah. Wait, but you know what, my cousin? Shout out to you for not changing either, because there's a whole lot of transformers out here that want to fucking jump on and off the bandwagon there when we're going shit. Oh, fuck the Warriors when we're in the fucking final. Oh, fucking up there. You the fuck out here.
That's why I've seen a couple of messages from randoms just saying, are you jumping off the bandwagon yet? I said, brother,
no
I was there when the bandwagon was built. I was there before the bandwagon was built. I know the mechanic, because she.
Yes, yeah, that's it. That's the roller coaster, baby. Fucking knife. Yeah. Fucking knife for getting off the thing. You know what though, cousin? You spoke about it before. All Blacks. When we finally get a premiership, cuz that'll be like fucking 10 fucking World Cups, 100 World Cups for the All Blacks, cuz they're one fucking premiership. Gee, straight up. Oh man.
If man, I'm gonna go missing for about a month.
Hopefully you got a bit of content backed up there. They can just keep coming out there, cuz.
I had about 3 or 4 videos ready to drop if the doggies lost.
Oh,
man, delete them all.
True. So that happens, because because obviously we'll get into that. But just on that happens, you set up a few and then they work.
I try and get a few ideas, or where I can just, a bit of banter, because you got a few boys that do go for the doggies. So if they had lost, then I would have one for all of them.
That's okay, brother. I guess that's a good segue, Mike. Because how did all that stuff come about? The HoriHumour train. How did that come about, Kazi?
So, when at the end of the first, at the end of the last lockdown, which would have been like end of 21, start of 22, I dropped my first skit. I thought because everything was shut down, all I was doing was going to work, coming home, and Australia had given Kiwis or New Zealanders a chance to fly home and stay there. You know what I mean? Like, because there was a lot of Kiwis that got locked, they got stuck here through the lockdown. So there was they had given Kiwis the opportunity to fly home, and at that time, my Mrs. Mum was here looking after my partner and my newborn, and they had decided to all fly home, and I stayed back and worked. So I had about I think maybe the first 4, 5, maybe 6 months of my son's life, I was stuck in Oz, and I thought, you know what, I might as well try and make a skit because I got all this time.
Yeah.
Or I might as well try and make videos. And I did, and I think it was from my 3rd ever video, because it got a lot of views on that one, that I decided, yeah, I'll stick it out. And I didn't have a name for HoriHumour. I didn't have that name in the beginning. It didn't come until later.
Was it just your name?
So before HoriHumour ever came about, before all the skits come about, I used to do gym content because I was powerlifting at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I used to call myself the last barbender.
Israel Shawn Tomlin.
Yeah. And that was my TikTok name for maybe the first month or so, and then I thought, wow, I was trying to come up with a better name because I wanted to start doing skits and stuff. And then HoriHumour came about because it wasn't like, you know how everyone's got all the.
Who gave you that one?
Eh?
Who gave you? Did you just?
Yeah, I come up with a name. Yeah, it just, I didn't want to be like like, for example, Shawn Tomlin comedy or funny video. You know what I mean?
Shawn Tomlin.
I came up with HoriHumour, and I think it was maybe like the first of its kind as a name.
Yeah.
Because everyone else has got, Maori jokes or Maori whatever. Yeah. So I thought I'll just write HoriHumour and see what happens.
Yeah.
And stuck around. It's been Now I get called HoriHumour in the streets.
They're like, hey, HoriHumour. What the frick? Manurewa for us, HoriHumour. Yeah. And what was that actual video? Do you remember the video, the third one that popped? What was that about?
The one that popped was what was it? I think I had to delete it too because it had my work uniform in it, and so it was a Maori son, Maori dad skit. I can't remember which one it was actually. It done like in the first day it was 1.2 million views. Yeah, so it was my 3rd video, and I was like, damn, if that's what it's doing, then I might as well stick around and see where I can go.
Yeah, and
then. Yeah, so that was the one that blew up, but the reason why I had to delete it was because a few months later I done this Maori at a job interview, and I had my work uniform in it, and because it had references of doing spots and smoking the good, my boss found it, and he ended up bringing me. So, but you got to take that down because it's kind of defacing our brand, our company. I said, which I was cool with. I was like, yeah, fair enough. I hear you. So I took that down, and he said, if I have any more with my work logo in it, I gotta get rid of it. Yeah. So I got rid of million view videos, which is.
Are they still? Have you still got them stored away?
No, I don't think so. But I know what they are. I can just remake them. But I just don't think they'll pop off as much.
Yeah, now was there timing here? There was the time for those ones.
Yeah, but that's all good. Like, it's just a video at the end of the day. You could just make another one.
Make another one there. Who were your inspirations when it came to skits before you had started? Did you? Because obviously that doesn't come out of nowhere. Eh? Or did you see anyone? Or
I didn't. No one really inspired me to do the kind of content that I do. But people that I did watch were the Cougar Boys.
Oh yes,
so, they were the first group. One of the first groups that I ever watched was the Cougar Boys, and then probably after that was the Breathers.
Oh yeah. Dave Mark, MK, and the boys. Yeah,
I really like their early stuff as well. Individuals will be like Just the Norms.
Oh yeah, Reeks.
Johnny Danger.
Oh yeah, Auntie more.
Yeah, all the early stuff, and I thought that was 10 years before I even thought of HoriHumour. But I always thought in the back of my head that I can make videos, like I can make sort of those kind of funny content, dry humor, because my humor is dry. I like dry humor. Not everyone's gonna like dry humor, but I do.
Not everyone's gonna like everything. Yeah, that is what it is. Eh? But there's an audience for everything, though, cuzzy. Yeah.
And now, as of late, I've just been trying to expand, just slowly though, not trying to overplay my because I think I'm niched out. You know what I mean in terms of that kind of content. So I probably need to just move it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something to and like, can you point to a video or sort of something that you can say like this is where I've started sort of expanding? Like when you say recently, is there a video you can sort of all of that stuff?
Yeah, any of my just random videos in the street. Like if I feel like that's funny, then I'll record it and then I'll see what I can do with it. Because I know for the first year and a bit, I was just strictly Maori dad, Maori son videos.
Yeah.
You know, but like it's sad because a lot of people thought I'm mocking, I'm putting us down, I'm degrading. At that time,
when you say a lot of people, what do you mean? Like who people?
Our people.
But they just be fucking haters out. Like they, because surely they know fucking those jokes too. Surely.
It's not making fun if I've lived that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It's not making fun of what if I've actually been through that. I feel like the ones that do take offense to it either got to deal with that trauma, like I have, because I've been there, I've done that, I've seen that, and
they took all my cousin me too.
It's not making fun of. It's just, you know, you can sort of look at it and go, "Ah, yeah, that I remember that. I remember doing that, or I remember seeing that."
Yeah, that's why Pops cause relatable is.
I've got an uncle like that. So just through that, it didn't really. I never get bothered by the comments, or I never get bothered by hate, because if I did, I wouldn't be on here.
Yeah, you're doing the wrong. You're up to the wrong stuff. Then if that's what you did,
Don't cry. Don't tell me. Like, well, I don't. You know, in the nicest possible way, I don't care. But
I like some of those clapbacks too, cuz some good ones. Some crack up ones, brother.
Oh man, like because my missus knows what I'm like, and I like having a back and forth. I can go back and forth, and maybe I might go a bit too far. So I had to. The reason why I kind of expanded and try and change a bit of content is because of that. Like, you know, just I know people. The internet's not for everyone, but for me as a brand or as HoriHumour, the name HoriHumour, if I'm to stay around and be relevant, then I guess I gotta try and expand and kind of level up.
Yeah, no, fair enough, brother. Understandable. I mean, fucking crybabies, but anyway,
but also knowing that for me, that kind of content or that kind of skit, those kind of skits, it's not everything that I'm good at. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's not your only. You're not a one-trick pony. That's not the only thing.
Yeah, I try to show you everything show a little bit of everything that I. Yeah, and people like it.
Yeah, cool, cuz and cool that you like, you know, you're showing you're multi-dimensional. That you're not just because you could be, like you said, niched out. You could be stuck in that. All he does is just Maori dad, Maori son jokes. Like that's all he's got. Yeah, one trick pony. You know what I mean? Because like you said before, besides these, I was already doing the last barbin.
So I was doing that, and then I jumped into HoriHumour, and I always wanted to post gym stuff because that's what I like. I like gym. I like lifting. I like just fucking making gym content, gym videos.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I linked up with one of the boys, and then for the first time, and he didn't know that I was lifting. He didn't know I was powerlifting at the time, and he was freaked out. He was like, "What the heck? Why don't you like video and post the stuff?" I said, "Oh, because no one knows me for that."
Yeah.
So I kind of at that time or in that little bit of moment, I kind of shot myself in the foot because it's like, well, I should post that because then it'll expand. Yeah.
But you were thinking, and like sort of became a caged bird in a way, and like this is what I do, but like that doesn't even have to be all you do. But cool that you've broken out of that, cuz that's cool. And even those little ones with your niece are doing that, getting it ready for Oma, brother, for a run.
Because she likes being on been on TikToks and been on little videos here and there. So I thought, wow, why not? Like, you know, I'm not like I'm not one of those guys that will just try and keep my page for myself. You know, I made it from nothing, and to me, I'm no different to anyone.
No, that's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful to still have that humility. Like, I think the word humble gets thrown around because people just want you to shut up. But then, like, there is a like humility and like still being all good in your own skin and not feeling like you're better than anyone else. That's a beautiful thing to have, because I've seen it, because, like, you know, I've been around a lot of, like, I'm not really only just started like putting up content, which is just these podcasts recently. Before, I just go live and didn't post shit. Like, you know, it did all right in the live game, you know what I mean? But I've noticed there are people that with a little bit of, I guess, fame or success in that on the socials, some people do change. So it's cool that you're still the same HoriHumour follower that you know, met on TikTok a couple of years back, brother, you know?
Yeah.
Oh. Right. But I thought that was your phone. Fucking my phone's going off. My bad. Oh, what a rude guy. Yeah, I'll just turn it off. Just far right. Oh, what's the what videos had the most views so far? Cause if someone hit you up, what or
I think I think the one I'm more known for, or like people when they see me at the first reaction they give is everyone knows it now as the Manurewa.
Yeah.
Right. So I done the skit back in early 2022, I think. I can't remember the date stamps on the video. It's pinned to my TikTok, and that got, I think, 3 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like when the
so are you the OG Manurewa, cuz? Are you the OG?
There first. Nah. I think so this is the way I explained it, because a lot of people got a little bit like confused when people were tagging, like, so I saw a post, and shout out to the bro Lars, like, we talk all the time. The bro called it the Manurewa. So when I bring my video up, it was called I said Maori dads have the most expressive waves, right? And it was me walking as a random neighbor, and I was just saying hello, and then the dad just pulled out the maddest, you know, the meanest.
Yeah.
And that's where that started, and that video got about 3 million views, 300,000 likes and stuff like that. And then it just got named the Maori Dad Wave. And then then the other bro come out, and he brought his one out, and it's called the Manurewa, and that stuck. And still to this day, people still will tag me and stuff, because obviously they saw my video before anyone else's. And I put it out there too. I said, if anyone can show me a video like this one before mine, then I'll be quiet about it. Otherwise,
I'm the OG Manurewa.
That's cool. But then, like, a lot of people, a couple of boys from work, even the bro J Mark, he even told me to trademark that straight away, to trademark it, because, you know, a lot of, you never know what could happen. Someone might come and take it. I said, no, I can't trademark something like that, because I never created it. That rave's been around before I was born. I'm just showing what I grew up with, and how my old man used to wave to his mates and stuff like that.
But some bargain is gonna fucking trademark it if not. Yeah.
But I bought out a few now. I bought out a few with the Manurewa, and they've done pretty good. They always do pretty good, those ones. Yeah.
What do you think? Because you've been in the game a little bit now, you millions of views in there. What do you think the key is to making do you think there's a certain key to virality, or do you think it's random? It's random.
I think sometimes it's random, but I think it's if you hit, you hit. But I've seen a few creators that every time they post, they hit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out, like, how.
So you're not even on that one yet, like every time you post the hits.
Like, to me, I have a rule where if the video hits 10k views, then it can stay.
Oh, so you boost it if it doesn't? You give it the boost?
No, I'll delete it.
Oh.
or I'll hide it away so it's not on my page.
Private. Yeah.
Because really, as a creator, for me personally, I don't want someone to come to my page and see a video that's 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 4,000 views. Like I want someone to come to my page and go, oh, this guy gets 10K, 20K, 30K, 100K,
million.
all the time, a million. So that on Instagram and TikTok, that's my rule for those two platforms. Otherwise, Facebook, I don't really mind.
Oh yeah, you post like shorts on YouTube in there, or
I started and then I stopped. I haven't really gone back, but I should. I know I should. I just 4 platforms is a lot.
It's a lot of mahi, yeah.
As well as doing 9 to 5 and
being a dad.
Yeah, being a dad, being a partner, trying to go to the gym and sort my own mind out.
Yeah, being scucks there. No, that's it. No, I understand them. Do you have whānau or people you've known before? Do they think you're like loaded up because you got millions of views?
All the time they go, "Oh, come over here. Yeah, you got that TikTok money. You got that TikTok money." I'm like, what money? Show me that money. Yeah, I'll show you. 71 cents on Instagram.
So they be thinking these these views, these likes, is millions of dollars there.
I think that we crack it. They think we're like our videos are cracking them. Oh no, we don't crack it. We get nothing.
And then they probably see why you putting all your time into all this. You're not making it. That's the one. I made new this whole podcast. Like this started in January, cousin. I said this. I recorded like my 300. I don't know if it'll be episode 300. Probably won't, but it was the 300th recording like last week on Friday. But like in 6 months. So I've been going ham, but then even the family, they're like, "You making money? Get off that!" I'm just doing it because I enjoy talking to cool people. Hey, down the line could put there come sure, but like let me just do what I'm enjoying. Fuck, I know. Always got to be something attached to money, otherwise, why are you doing it?
Money makes the world go round, I guess.
Yeah, but then also I think like small-minded people too, sort of like can't see beyond just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting rips. And like I remember talking to Tim Provise about it and him talking about his podcast, which I listen to every episode, and he talked about, like, I looked at it this way, am I making money off it? No, who cares? But I'm just going to get better. I'm going to get better and better and better. And eventually it's going to lead to something. You know what I mean?
If there was one piece of advice that I got given early on, which has always stuck with me, it's you're one video away from cracking it. You know what I mean? It's only going to take you one video, and you'll always be one video away from cracking it.
Yeah.
Look at that Hawk Tour girl. Like,
Hawk Tour, yeah, don't mind about a Hawk Tour myself. Yeah. Yeah. Hawk Tour girl, but that's it, brother. She spit on that thing. Have you done a few Hawk Tour skits since then? Do you just jump on those kinds of things or nah? Like,
it depends. Like, if I'm not really in the mood to create something on my own, I'll try and figure out a way where I can use a sound or jump on a trend. But I don't really like to. Again, personally, I don't like to jump on trends because I feel like it's biting. I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's not original. It's not my own, but if I think it's funny and I know I can apply something to make it funny and have my own flavor.
You can add value to it.
Yeah,
you can add
my own kind of flavor on top of it, then I will do it. Other than that, I'll just try and figure out my own stuff.
Yeah, solid. Hey, and you're just helping me with all the segues because I was going to ask you when you said biting, because did you used to rhyme in there, like you write rhymes or freestyle or something? Because when I seen those rap battles come out, yours had a lot of substance in it, like somebody's done this before or something, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of a tutu with the pad and the pen, like, because I love bars, since birth, not birth, but you know what I mean, since I can remember, I always loved, like, like MCs who can get to it with the pad and the pen, or maybe just in here. But yeah, were you a rapper before? Did you like, because those weren't just, but that wasn't just like just a couple cat in the hat bars at the boys, like those were some on ones, and quick with it too, like the replies are pretty quick. So yeah, the responses.
Okay, so I grew up So I grew up. My father, he loved Tupac,
Yeah.
and every day was pretty much that's all I heard was Tupac playing on the speakers. So I grew up with that influence of rap, or that influence of music, and so since young I've been I've loved rap. Wasn't until my older cousin told me that he actually records with a few of his mates. And this is before I moved to Auckland. This is when I was still living in Wellington, and he was living in Auckland.
P-Town.
Yeah, no, I went to Auckland for a holiday, and I linked up with him. He's a lot older than me, but yeah, he showed me a few of his tracks, and then that's what sort of put in my head like I'm gonna try and write some rap. So since I'd say about 14, I started writing raps.
Yeah.
Until I was about. Until before I moved to Sydney, until I was about 24. So about 10 years, I was writing rhymes. I had my own setup. I had my own mic, had my own computer.
What a Fruity Loops going on there.
had a muck around, but I never rapped. So when the bro came, messaged me and said, "Oh, I want to do some rap battles with amongst creators and recreate the Drake and Kendrick beef."
Yeah.
And he wanted to do it amongst us, so we were all in on it, obviously.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm keen, keen as like that's another area that I can play with because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and
I've always been like a smart ass or cheeky. I've always been witty. Like my comebacks are fast, and if me and you are going back and forth, I'll go back and forth until someone cries. Like I'm that guy. So.
Yeah, you and me both, cuz. And it's got me in trouble a lot of times.
When it comes to lines like that, it wasn't that hard for me to write. And I know a lot of people thought that I had a ghostwriter or someone wrote those for me, but sorry, man. Sorry.
No. I just thought the bro knows what he's up to. Like I thought the bro's about their pen, cuz I used to write a little bit when I was younger. I was freestyle, like everybody has that. You go to certain groups and there would be that fuck the bros, rapper. Like I used to be that kid, coming through, and I moved all over the place. So everywhere I went, I would be like that. But I was about that life, cuz. So when I heard that, I was like, "Yeah, the bro's on, yeah." I don't know. I just felt like the bro raps, the bro really raps. He really raps.
So I knew the limit, like not to go too far. I felt like I didn't go too far, but a lot of people thought, "Wow, this guy's going in for the kill and stuff." I said,
Nah, fuck no. That's crazy, yeah. Fuck, that's crazy as cars, yeah. It was like you were punching them in the pool out, in the water. That's pretty crazy. Like not saying it was weak, it was just like I felt like there was more there if you wanted to unlock it, But like you say, he's kept that sort of playful.
Bro, I actually dropped 6 raps in that time, in that rap battle kind of thing going on. I dropped 6 and I had enough for like 12.
That's
writing lines, yeah. I was going to work and I'll come up with lines in my head. Write it down.
Yeah,
and out of the 6 that I dropped, I actually had to cut a lot of lines out because it was too long.
Bro, how long does it take fucking doing all those pop-ups, all that fucking editing up? Like fucking for those, especially those tracks, because it's like fucking like every bar is fucking different. And then how long does that take out to put? Is that the longer? Is it longer to do that than writing the rhymes?
Yeah, different. So making the video, it takes longer than recording the rhyme, but it didn't take too long because I knew who the lines were, like who I was talking about in those lines. So all I had to do was go on their page, screen record a couple of videos, chop it up all together, and then post it. Yeah, it's cool.
Bro, those were mean, cuz straight up. Those were mean, cuz I really enjoyed that, and I know I got what you were up to and that sort of thing. But it was cool to see the boys and then when I seen you and then because I had old Wee on here, old Wee Sergeant, old fucking Choma bro, and he reckon he had a couple more ready or something, couple of mean ones ready, but he was a rapper too, he reckons there. But I was like, fucking put it out there, cuz, give a look, give a listen. Yeah, solid.
Because I grew up in the with the 90s kind of influence in rap, you only use those beats. Yeah. Less like the beat or kind of flow that I like, which was cool too. Well, yeah.
Solid. Who would you say is are you into any like New Zealand hip hop? Like are you into some New Zealand MCs as well, like over the years? Or
so I grew up I love Scribe.
Of course.
I like Scribe. I love Manurewa. Manurewa, I think Manurewa lyrically, that he had bars, like he had his bars were above and beyond.
What's that one? Is it fucking shit? I can't remember. There's one that's like an old YouTube video, and he's just reading it off of reading it off of paper on the table. And he's talking about something about like, does a man wear a jandal with 4 toes or something? Oh, fuck it. But he said the son of man delivered a message in Morse code. I was like, anyway. Rick's always been bars, brother. Rick's always been bars. 100.
There's an underground rapper from Porirua. His name's Killer Flows.
Ooh.
He's pretty mean. He's pretty mean on the mic too.
Yeah.
Probably like newer rappers, I'd say, or not so much new, but like the last 10 years, I'd probably say King's music.
Oh yeah, the also Maori also they follow you, the Guzzy. Don't you worry about it. Oi, fuck. What about Tom Scott? You put Tom Scott in there too. One of the
I like some homebrew.
Bro, Avondale Bowling Club, bro.
Even a few man like this, a few, to be honest, Mellow Downs, Poetic, those guys.
Even D Doc got bars like when he wants to.
And D Doc's the man.
I think PNC too sort of is underrated too. PNC, like he's had some bars over the years.
I think he was a bit ahead of his time.
Yeah, you're probably right, brother. A lot of the references too, people like even the way he structured his shit too. People were like a lot of like very American, but that like people probably couldn't relate to, like unless you were in like the American sports scene and all of that kind of shit. Bro, fucking, but I reckon you're right. Ahead of his time for sure, bro. Sam Hansen, deadly, cuz. Even old the bro Shawn Tomlin, Nah, solid, brother. Because I actually when I heard those, brother, I was like, cuz I reckon the bro actually raps here. Like the bro's done this before. Yeah, this wasn't just a little. I'll ever try. I'll ever try. No,
I felt rusty though, bro. To be honest,
of course.
I was like,
it's been that long, but still,
because the brother Riggs, like he does radio on the daily, so he's used to he was ready, he was prepared, and that's why his stuff sounded. When he dropped his tune, I was like, man, that sounds mad. Might just sound rusty.
but he had already done some of those on like things before too, like some bars and a few, So and like you said, yours have been nearly, fucking 8 years or 7 years, whatever it's been since. But still, cuz it's still in there. It's still in there, cuzzy,
Still got a couple of punchlines in. That's all good.
Still got a couple of punchlines. Give us your top 5 rappers of all time, then, cuzzy. The world over. Yeah, your top 5. Any order.
Yeah. No.
Or you can.
Number one's Puck. I jam Puck pretty much every day at the gym.
Still. What's your track? They take away all the Puck tracks. You can only listen to one when you're lifting them tonners up. What do you choose?
You can't see me.
Okay, John Cena.
That's the one.
Okay. All right, that's the one.
Park will be number 1, I think. Eminem, early Eminem.
Wait, you mean early, like Infinite early, or
Infinite from Infinite?
Hey, yo, I'm Infinite. You heard of how well I was sent from it. Yeah, this is what they say. I'm the best yet since the burial of Jesus. Fuck around and catch all the venereal diseases. Oh, fucking ugly. Okay, no.
Yeah, that was that track. I thought was ill, but I heard it like it flopped that track, Infinite.
Yeah, but like. Give a fuck about what they say. I'm just talking about the bars. Shit.
Bar for bar, that's he's the man. Eminem lyrically is the GOAT. You can't say anyone's better than him or was better than him at the time.
Like just lyrically, like just when it comes to bars and the whole art of bars.
Wu-Tang, number 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wu-Tang. I love Wu-Tang.
Well, you gotta take one though as your champion. Because that's a lot, It's 8, 9 if you count Capadonna as 1, 2. I don't know.
Method man.
Well, you like their bounce, their little bounce, their myth.
I like that funky flow. I like that funky rap. He's the man. Like Rock Wilder with him and Redman, just microphone checker, swinging set. Wow, he's the man.
100.
He's the man.
Yeah,
50 Cent.
Oh, 50.
I like 50.
Is it just rhymes or is it impact? Because there's a lot
impact. I think more
there's a lot of social impact, like musically, like even business wise, fucking TV shows, fucking movie.
I feel like if he
Wow.
walked in, I feel like if he walked in a room, everyone shuts up. You know what
Bro,
I mean? Like
he's a gangster troll too, eh? He's a gangster troll, eh?
he's that guy. So we're
Yeah,
good.
50.
So my top 5 be Puck, M, Myth, 50, and Lil Wayne.
Easy.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Okay.
like
Same
that guy.
again for the first one. You only got one Wayne track left in your at your disposal to play for the rest of your
Oh my God.
existence.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, you know what I reckon is a dope one too. One of my favorites of Wayne's, just personally, like not even for bars, but just like circumstance, and I don't know, it just gets me in the feels. Tie my hands, Gio, him and Robin Thicke. Tie my hands, bro. That's a checker. What they say, they say tragedy's hard to get over, but sometimes that tragedy means it's over. Soldier from the Academy League of Rollers, I deny being down, though they seem to hold us. My shoulders are strong. I prove them wrong. I ain't doing nothing but moving on. But let the truth be known. And they talk that freedom matters, but didn't even leave a ladder. They were like, oh, this is the circumstance because they were straight after Hurricane Katrina and all of that shit.
I think he's lyrically he can be up. He's probably on the same level as Eminem. Like them two.
Yeah, of course. And like the bro's been doing this since he was fucking 97 years old or some shit there. And the bro's been like a recording artist since a little kid too. It was crazy.
So,
Do you reckon Birdman touched the booty though? No. Yeah, no, that's the so we got Weezy coming in at 5, we got 50 for Wu-Tang, we got Eminem and Pac. That's HoriHumour, Shawn Tomlin's top 5. Boom. But bro, that's on top 5 and you can tell the influence too when you just especially those first 4, but I mean, you know, because Wayne like crosses over from that into the yeah, that's on. I like it, brother. I like it. I mean, it's subjective, it's your top 4 5 anyway, but it's dope because you can tell the influence and just bars.
I don't think I know a song from anyone any rapper in the last 5 to 10 years. I don't know a single song. J. Cole and Kendrick, yes, probably.
But that's just like those two. Like those.
But everyone else, like these little yachties and little two. I can't do it.
Nah, fair enough, brother. Fair enough. Before we get out of here, because I got a couple of quick ones, if that's all right, because I've taken up an hour of your time.
Yeah.
All right, brother. If you could only have one meal for the rest of your life, what do you choose? One meal. It's an actual kind, it's an actual meal, not a food, because they go, oh, potato. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like actual meal, cuss. And you eat
okay. So my favorite ever meal, and still to this day, is a lasagna.
Oh, Garfield.
Yeah. I tell you, my auntie used to make the best lasagna.
her lasagna, auntie's lasagna.
Auntie's lasagna.
Can we shout auntie? What's your name? Can we shout her out or?
Shout out to Auntie Hoya.
Auntie Hoya.
Auntie, you got the best lasagna I ever had in my life.
Yeah, can we get a Hoya? Yeah, okay. Every day we smack in there, cuz superpowers, besides all the superpowers you possess, if you could create one or choose one that exists in the realm of superpowers, which one would you choose and why?
I would choose. If I could choose one superpower, love to go teleportation.
Why?
Between time. Past.
Oh, okay. Give us what time, what era are you going back to then?
I'd love to go back to when Cook was signing the treaty, and I'll just give him a quick jab, bang, and then I'm out.
But I don't think it was Cook. But I get what you mean. Because I've had these visions too, cuz to go back with a bazooka or 5 for the guys and but from the shore even. Sing that back, but then I wouldn't even exist. I wouldn't even exist because I got a little bit of me too.
But like I'd like to I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but just to see where I end up, probably it's probably best that fate handles that. But I don't know. Just I'd like to see what the future holds and
how so go forward.
I'd like to go forward, and then I also like to go back and see. I'd like to know who my family was before my grandparents.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's why I love these too, cuz this is a big intention behind what I'm doing here too, like sharing people's stories. So I feel like years and years time, especially people that aren't content creators like yourself, and even then, like long form wise, you're not doing long form content, per se at the mo yourself, like on your own. You know what I mean? A lot of, unless you go like on these things, people can actually open up in whatever they want to, and their grandchildren, great grandchildren can come and listen to their thoughts, their inflictions, their journeys for years to come. Cause so that's a big reason why what I'm up to, and even mine. Like, there's probably shit that I say fucking when I started this that if I'm still doing this when I'm 60, old and grey, I probably won't. I might not have the same mindset. I'll probably change and grow by then. You know what I mean? And they can see that progression in my journey as well, my own. But yeah, I love that because go back to see who your actual peeps was there. What the tupuna, the real. I mean, that's on. Yeah, but the going forward. Imagine if you could win forward, and then you've seen a reality that you don't want, and then you go back and like do everything you can to change it.
You're like, damn. You're like, what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Or I'll just go back and try to do everything I could to try to change it. yeah, I'll make my own fucking destiny. Yeah, let's go. I think Nah, beautiful, brother. Get any pieces of advice for young up and coming? Not even young. Nah, fuck the young. Just up and coming content creators because they could be at any age.
Yeah, man. It's the same advice that I give everyone that asks me now. So I've been in here 2 years and I've gotten as far as I have, just from pure recording content and just put it out there because it's be relatable. Don't be someone you're not. Just be yourself when you do it and just post, just record. If you like recording videos and that's what you like doing, post it because you never know. It could be what people are wanting to watch.
There you go. Give us visualization, Kazi. Let's say you did jump on that time machine and you ran forward 10 years. What does life look like in 10 years' time for Shawn Tomlin, HoriHumour?
I have my kids in college. I'm retired because I cracked it.
Yeah.
I own my house. I own a 4-bedroom home. I got my own home gym. I still record content, but maybe I've evolved.
No, OnlyFans or no.
But no, I feel like just in 10 years I'll be a better version of myself.
Hey, Mickey, my brother. I just want to say time's the most valuable commodity we have as humans, the one thing we can never get back, because we can always get back money, things, but time spent is time lost. So big mihi to you for giving me over an hour of your time, to anybody that listens to this for years to come as well, my brother. Appreciate the opportunity and I look forward to seeing you conquer all that you have in front of you, my cousin.
Sweet, brother. Thank you. Hope we do this again sometime.
Oh, thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.